Ozzy was like my Batman. You know what I mean? He was like my Superman or Batman or whatever. I just remember this silhouette and this mad mouth. So obviously, like when they were gonna come and do the video, you just don't know what the fuck anyone's gonna be like. And within 10 minutes, he made me a salami sandwich. It was fucking hilarious. Kerrygold butter, a baguette, salami, and ginger beer.
Welcome to Trying Not to Die. Dom.
Dude, I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so happy you're here.
I know, so it's like so good to like hang out again.
Yeah, yeah. Been seeing a lot of each other in good ways and bad ways, but all good ways.
I think I've seen you like 10 times in like 2 months.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's great meeting you,
Gotta
Dom.
keep it up. You too, dude.
It's great meeting you. I heard great things about you. We have a little special gift. I surprised Jack with this too. Jack doesn't even know.
I don't know what
so,
this is.
Yeah. So we have a little... we got a little
that's
mug.
so
What do you think?
sick,
we
man.
got a little mug. We got a mug for you.
That's why no one brought me a coffee yet.
Yes.
Good
We have
old
my
fucking
mullet.
marketing,
Look at this.
I like it.
We got my mullet.
Innit?
We got my mullet.
love your
And then
mullet.
we got Jack's broccoli. Hold on.
That's
Yeah,
what
take
I'm
a
saying.
look.
That's
take
what
a
we were
look.
saying
There we
before
go.
the thing.
Then we got
Like
Josh.
broccoli.
There we go. Yeah. Jack, here you go, Jack.
Let me see. I love it. Look at
A
that.
mullet is such a crazy fucking...
You know what?
Well, I lived in the 80s, so it was King Mullet. I put sun in too. So it was blonde, but honestly, I thought more was better, so my hair turned orange.
Oh, really?
So I had orange hair with the mullet.
Wow. That's
An
a good
orange
look.
mullet.
Yeah.
That is a fucking statement, that,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, it was orange with a lot of curls, and I permed my hair in the back.
Do you know what?
It was very greasy.
My drummer's got a mullet, and I was going to try it, but I just think...
No,
you
you're
just
not a
can't-
mullet guy.
can't-
No.
I'm definitely not a mullet
No.
guy.
You know what? Just because everything's like cyclical right now, you never know. In like 10 years, the hair metal days might come back.
Yeah,
I think you
fully.
save it for then.
Yeah, just save it when it fucking... Just like when it happens. Man.
All right, Dom, what's
Hit
been
me.
going on? How's the US tour been going?
Dude, I've got to tell you, it's been fucking mental.
Wait, someone told me this is your first US tour.
This is no, it's like my third.
Oh,
but
okay.
It's kind of the one where it's like it's really the energy's been bigger than ever.
Yeah,
you know?
you're-
So we're kind of calling it like the first proper US tour because we've like really felt that kind of American passion. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think when Americans get behind something so ferociously, it's been crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, and we're literally about to announce another one straight away
Oh, nice.
because it's just been wild.
What's been some of the highlights thus far on the tour? You were just telling a pretty funny story.
Which one? What was that?
Nashville.
Oh yeah, Nashville. I mean, I was like, honestly, I feel like I'm a cowboy at the minute. Honestly, I literally got my boot-cut jeans on and boots. It's like I bought a cowboy hat. But I've been in Nashville for like 2 days, and obviously I was on Broadway, and we went for a couple of drinks. And these are like the best musicians in the world, aren't they? They're just like in those bars every night, playing. And this massive country artist, Sierra Farrell, pulls me up on stage and was like,
Wait, it was Sierra Farrell?
yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so I'm
Who's
like,
she?
Big country.
big
country.
country,
Yeah,
big
yeah.
country. And she's like, yo, come on up here, sing it. Come on, we got Yungblud in the house. Come sing a song with me. So I was like, oh shit, what country songs do I know? So I was like, I love this song called Angel from Montgomery, Bonnie Raitt's version. I was like, do you guys know this? I sing it, goes on the internet, does the rounds and whatever. And I didn't know she'd won like 5 Grammys.
Yeah.
So I'd just been on stage with like basically a country legend. And I
Yeah.
think I'm in like Nashville, just in a bar, like doing the thing.
Wow.
Epic.
Go figure.
But
No.
that's the great thing about Nashville. And you know, the thing that
Mm-hmm.
like just crushes me is LA used to be like that. Like when you would go up and down the strip,
Yeah, man.
and you went into the Viper Room, the
Yeah, there'd just
Roxy,
be
the
some rock and roll star playing.
yeah. And that used to be the vibe on the strip.
Yeah, I love it. Honestly, it's been so cool when you hit like Texas, when you hit Nashville. It's like all about the music.
Yeah.
which I've loved, and yeah, I'm kind of. I was shocked. I turned to my guitar player, and he's from Scotland, and he was like, I don't want to fucking leave. Normally, we're like ready to go back to Europe or England, and we was like, I don't want to fucking leave. So,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
You guys gonna be dropping anchor?
Telling you, might move to America.
It's it's not a bad place.
Yeah, man.
It's not a bad place.
You've been here long enough.
I have. It has its peaks and valleys. Has its
Yeah.
peaks and valleys, but
It's good, man. I think half and half, innit? So you can
Yeah.
go home for the cup of tea and the fucking Haribo and
Yeah.
the Cadbury's
Malteser,
chocolate
yeah.
Maltesers, and Christmas, and then come out here for the vibes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Where is home for you? Like home?
Well, it's normally London, but we're on the road for the next like 3 years now.
Yeah.
It's like all been planned out.
Wow.
I think it's just gone. I think it's gone mad, and I think since the Back to the Beginning show, I think it really kind of made America
Yeah.
pay attention. You know, I think it was like
Well, that
the biggest gift. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's funny. It's like obviously I know who you are. I've known you
Yeah,
for a
yeah, yeah.
while, and I did notice like a shift after that, and I think a lot of it was that older generation were
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this isn't a kid.
No,
like
yeah.
this guy's got it."
I think what was crazy is I think kind of for an older generation, Yungblud, it was almost like for a while it had like a bad stigma, like, oh, I can't listen to that, it's for the kids.
Mm.
You know, I think the first kind of because I started this at 18.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you're 18, you're just like, all right, that name will do. I'm gonna sing about this, whatever. Just let me get on the road. And I think kind of it became like I was part of such a generational wave of like Billie Eilish and Lil Peep and Mac Miller and that kind of thing. I feel like as I kind of got a little bit older, everyone, there was a bad stigma being like, oh, I can't like this, it's for the kids.
Yeah.
You know, and like kind of older people do that. It's like, oh, I can't do that, it's for the kids. And I think the most beautiful thing about that show was it was like 6 generations of rock musicians coming together for the first time. And I think finally people had something in common with me. And that was that we were just Sabbath and Ozzy fans.
Yeah.
And I think they were like, oh, he's here because for the same reason that we are.
Sure.
And I feel like that was what was so fucking cool about it. And I think again, which was so mental, which I said to you, literally, I texted your mum the morning of the VMAs. I was like, what's been so amazing is you can see this rock resurgence really happen in the past 2 months. And again, it started with you pops. And again, it started with this idea of like, oh, shit, it's better when we're all together as a rock community.
100%.
It's better when generationally we kind of try and understand each other, because obviously it's always going to be different and it's always going to be from a different place, because rock music is always influenced by kind of the past, but it's through a new truth and about new things that happen within generations society, you know what I mean? But it was the first moment, I think, in a long time where rock cross-generationally and went, oh, our genre is like the most powerful in the world when we're all like together.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that was like what was so cool to kind of be a part of it, because obviously like I'm backstage and like you're there and like we're all like, I'm like, oh my God, that's like James Hetfield from Metallica and there's Billy Corgan. Oh shit, that's you know, and that's like wild. It's like all my bedroom wall was in a room and I'm like, what fucking fever dream is this? You know what I mean? I'm like, how the fuck did I get in here?
Yeah. You know, I don't even think I told you this, but you were one of the only performances that I actually stopped and just like went to watch.
Wow.
And it was kind of a fluke. You know, the schedule was kind of weird. It was like 8 minutes.
It was a
and
wild
6,
day. Yeah,
the schedule. And my kids, I had my kids with me and they would drive me nuts, and they finally would just like sat somewhere, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go and see who's on. As I walked up onto the viewing platform, you walked on, and I was like, oh, perfect timing.
Yeah.
And I was just sat there like, holy fuck.
Dude, it was fucked because I thought like they were gonna give me like the Wizard or like Sweetleaf or like Nib or something where I could just go and be my crazy self.
Yeah.
But your mum's like, we want you to do changes. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, a piano, 50,000 people, 7 million people watching at home, like nowhere to hide.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, fuck, all right, let's do it. And I just remember, like, I think, because obviously we were all supposed to introduce each other, and the guy before me forgot to introduce me. So I was just kind of like, came out, I was like, hi, guys, I'm going to sing the ballad now. You know what I mean?
And it was at like 3 in the afternoon.
3 in the afternoon, I was like, fuck. But it was insane. And I remember the moment at the end. I didn't plan that. I just remember because I knew your dad was going to get there around 3 to 4 p.m. And I was like, is he here yet? Is he here yet? And he just got there because I was on at 3:30. I think he just arrived like 3:15. And I remember in the last verse of the song, I was like, I want him to hear them. Because I knew he was nervous, because obviously he wanted to get up and
do his thing,
do his thing. But I wanted him to, as soon as he got there, I wanted him to hear like this raw. Yeah. So like in the last thing, I'm like, I'm going to try and do some like Freddy shit here at the end, and it could have gone completely wrong. So I was like, please, gods of rock,
shine down upon me.
Yeah, make this crowd go fucking ape shit. Because in my head, I was like, I want him to hear them, and I want him to know that it's just going to be the best shit, most iconic shit ever. So we can kind of like have a cup of tea and chill out.
Yeah.
And it was just the wildest. It was the wildest. Yeah. The wildest day. I mean, for everyone. Yeah. I think for everyone.
Oh, absolutely.
It was so emotional. Yeah. I was like, fucking hell.
And a great story.
Why weren't you there?
Yeah, Drex, why the fuck weren't you there?
Because, you want me to tell you why?
Hit me.
Because I don't love traveling as it is. And it's like I've been traveling all my life. So, we got our tickets, me and my gal, got to the airport. My girl's French. She's got a particularly hard first name to spell. And the travel agent mixed the E and the I up.
Oh, no.
This is a good one. You're going to love this. So I got to the airport and, we're flying, Virgin upper class. So I'm like, oh, it's no problem. We knew there was a problem the day before, but like, go to the airport. So we go to the airport. The lady's like, oh, no problem. We'll fix it. And there's like, oh, there's a new rule now that we can't really switch two. We can switch one. I go, come on. What's the big difference? So 3 hours, and I could sell like, ice to an Eskimo, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm a salesman,
yeah,
right? I can sell. Man. Yes, I can do that.
I can feel that.
So
vibe.
I was really trying to sell them. I mean, and then you know what happened? We didn't get on the plane. I was walking back to the Uber, and I felt like I just took a spa day. I was fighting for 3 hours, and we'll talk about that because I know that you spar and Pete Berg, and we'll talk about that because we're kind of on the same page. And it didn't happen.
Oh, God.
And can I tell you something? It didn't happen. I was yelling at everybody. My girl, this person,
Virgin,
that
man,
person.
You really fucks him.
Let me tell you something. There was no one online, too. It was a first-class line. No one was online. They didn't want to take me. They didn't want to take her. You know what they did even worse? They're like, hey, we can get you on. I'm like, what am I going to do by myself? If I go by myself, I'm going to get in trouble.
This is true. All right, so speaking of coffee, I used to have a terrible habit of falling asleep in my car until I met this psycho.
It's nitro cold brew. It's like a thunderstorm in a tuxedo.
It's as if your iced coffee went to a private school or trained jiu-jitsu.
No sugar, just Brazilian beans and nitrogen.
Nitro means it's smooth. And I still haven't blinked in 6 hours.
Use cavemancoffee.com. Instead, it comes in a 12-pack. Don't be weird and buy one. Be an adult. Get a case.
Go to cavemancoffee.com. The link and the discount is in the description below. Don't wait, because I can tell you're already tired.
I saw something really fascinating with you that you got to really get into boxing because of Pete Berg.
Yeah, I did.
So, maybe you don't know, but I got Jack, and I've been training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for 20 years. I'm a second-degree black belt.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You would never think, right?
Yeah.
No.
Well, what, because of the outfit?
No, it's definitely loafers, man.
It's definitely because those loafers.
But you know what?
Brown
you
loafers.
can appreciate it's a little bit of style here, right?
Nothing wrong with that.
Little Dickies, a little Gucci.
I like that.
A little
vibe.
tie-dye pole, right? I got a little style.
Kick you in the
I
face.
go Chrome Hearts too. Jack and I wore Chrome Hearts back in the day.
Yeah.
Wait, have you seen? Did you ever see the ad I did for Chrome Heart?
I've literally
the same hair.
I've got all.
It's the same
literally
hair.
like I've Jesse Joe on a coffee table as one of the OG Chrome Hearts magazines, and you're in the middle, and it's like the most crazy Addams Family shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's
that is the
Kim,
wow.
Kim and Ruby Stewart, Alex Orbison, me.
Kim and
like
Ruby
you can
Stewart. Wow.
smell the cover. Do you know what I mean? Just like smells of like fucking hormones, but it's like epic.
I showed that to my kids, and they were dying.
Yeah, that's
they were
crazy.
like, "There's no fucking way."
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like, I
epic.
used to be cool.
Yeah, it's epic, man.
So tell me, because something that's helped me and changed my life is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
Like my ability, I also compete, right? So I've competed over 50 times. I've won major tournaments. And like I boxed and kickboxed before, but once I got into Jiu-Jitsu, it did something to me. It changed my life. Because again, I used to go out drinking a lot, doing all crazy. It actually settled me down, to meet a gal, have a family. It's changed my life. It's like my religion. So tell me how
it
with
was
you.
Meant, I just remember, like, I think kind of, obviously when you start this so young, and when it's like when you're in the public eye so young and you kind of have to be subject to opinion. The internet's such a crazy thing because I think the hardest thing for musicians now is real-time reaction to your art or to your music. If you want to change, if you want to do something different, if you want to grow, if you want to, you know what I mean? I think you can literally, can you imagine like putting out Dark Side of the Moon and like having real-time reaction to it in the first week?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going to be like,
absolutely.
Pull the record, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck Roger Waters.
Yeah, absolutely fuck Roger Waters.
I'll choke him unconscious.
Yeah. Anyway, what a twat. We'll get into that in a minute.
We
We'll
should
get
into
into twats in rock music in a
that.
minute.
We should get into that.
But like with it all, I really kind of felt like at the end of the album before the one we just released, I felt completely out of control. I feel like a lot of people have an opinion on what I should do. I was really trying to do rock music, but kind of like, I think in a major fucking record label world and the internet or whatever, people have so many opinions, and I was just trying to get some sort of control. So I was turning to like food and alcohol a lot to kind of.
That was my thing.
You know what I mean? I was like really just for any sort of, if I can eat this much or if I can drink this much, then I'm in control of it.
Wow. Yep.
And it was like completely, really spiraling out of control. And I think I just was like not happy. And I remember being in New York, and I went to literally a boxing gym because I was like, I gotta figure myself out here. And I just was like, I'm gonna go to the gym, and I went to a gym called Gotham a boxing gym called Gotham in New York. And Pete Berg, the movie producer and
He's
director
a big boxer.
and
Big boxer,
massive boxer, comes up to me and he's like, I'm a big fan of your shit. And I was like, oh, cool. I don't know who you are, but he's like massive stat guy. I was like, all right, sick, I love it. He's like, do you want to get steak and eggs? I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I don't know. Yeah.
Eggs, wow.
You want to get steak and eggs in like the West Village? I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever. And we get steak and eggs, and I was going to LA for 2 months, and I love a British cliche. And I've got a British boxing gym called Churchill's.
Yep.
Fucking boxing gym.
Let me guess, Bulldogs and
yeah,
Union
Bulldogs,
Jacks everywhere.
Union Jack and fucking Winnie on the wall,
Yeah.
like a fucking Tommy gun. I'm like, all right, cool. I love a British cliche. And I went in and I met this South African ex-welterweight champion.
Tony?
Chris Van Heerden.
Oh, Chris Van Heerden. Yeah, that's him. Yep.
And I tried like therapy and stuff, and sometimes therapy works for people, but I felt like I was doing an interview with my therapist or any therapist I tried. I felt like I was being interviewed.
And how did that make you feel?
Exactly. It's like fucking hell. And this guy made me like channel this like aggression that I have got. Like I've got a lot of energy, and I've got ADHD, and wasted energy just turns into like anxiety for me and depression or whatever.
Yep.
And I started boxing and I started sparring, and this guy kind of had so much like advice, and yeah, at times it's a little bit like fucking live, laugh, love, like, you know what I mean? A little bit like, you gotta get back up, man. You gotta fucking
clean your clock.
all that shit.
Yep,
You know what I mean? Like the classic fucking like
boxing
Primark picture on the wall vibe. You know what I mean? But it really fucking helped me, and it was the first thing that kind of gave me an outlet.
Yep.
To regain control.
Yeah.
And it was the first thing that kind of like helped me navigate like hate on the internet or being in a rock band. I think like you got to go 12 rounds. It's like the same thing about being on stage. If you let your emotions get the better of you, you're going to get knocked out. If you kind of lose concentration and kind of again let your adrenaline or blow out of steam, you're going to get knocked out.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like this thing that I was like, oh, because I always go on stage in song 1 and I'm like, right, motherfuckers, let's fucking blah. And by song 4, I'm like, and this boxing shit really taught me how to kind of pace myself and how to deal with
Breathe.
negativity and punches getting thrown at you, and how to navigate, I don't know what the fuck I'm going through, and kind of gave me this really like purest outlet, or even navigate adrenaline. Like the night before a big show, you ain't sleeping very well.
No.
You're just not. But it kind of lets your mind, like, if you're in bed and you're anxious all night, you're going to wake up really tired. But if you're kind of in bed and you're awake, but you kind of learn to settle your mind and thing and be like, yeah, fuck it, I'm awake. Of course I'm awake. I'm playing Wembley tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, kind of do that, you wake up like, you just don't know, like, it doesn't matter. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know, I think it's to that point. I think it's why a lot of musicians end up kind of going down the rabbit hole of the drink, because it's at night to turn your head off to sleep.
100%.
Because it's such, you know, I saw it with my dad my whole life. He was like a scared cat on a screen door. Like,
yeah, you can't, like, how do you come down from that? Yeah. It's literally just like, you've got to, it's just like you're a rabbit in headlights, and then your mind's just racing all the time. And how do you come down from that? And you do turn to drink, drugs, food, anything to kind of like give your brain another sense of stimulation than like, fucking hell, you can just hear.
And it's, you know, and it's like the profession that you're in, you know, the average Joe, if they have a bad day at work, maybe 1 or 2 people will get pissed off at them. If you have a bad day at work, there's thousands of people that are thoroughly disappointed, and you're getting that instant feedback of their disappointment. Yeah. And it's such a weight. And people don't, you know, it's all good and well when you're a rock star and everyone loves you and you're like, yeah, you're fucking great.
100%.
But when you have a bad day at work, that cuts deep.
It is. And then people forget that, like, sometimes you have a bad show. Sometimes you have a bad fucking, sometimes your voice is fucked. You know what I mean? And it looks, I think the craziest thing about Instagram and phones is everyone's life is fucking great. Yes. And you kind of don't get the fight or the bullshit to get to the place of like, whoa, this is fucking happy. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, it's crazy.
You know, it was kind of funny, speaking of Instagram and getting that instant feedback. So when my dad got sick 7 years ago, you know, he was touring constantly, and he never was on social media. No. He never was. And it wasn't until he got sick and kind of was hanging out at home a lot more did he's like, oh, you know, I want Instagram, I want TikTok, I want
check you out. Yeah.
And so it was the first gig he'd ever done that he got that, where he saw that instant feedback.
Yeah, wow.
And he was at home with my mum after the gig, and he looked at, he's like, I didn't know people liked me so much. Yeah. Because he never had that. He would always wait for the 2 days later for the newspaper or
the review, which is bullshit anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's like, honestly, it was insane. That's what I said to you. I was like, I think it's the first time we've lost someone since Princess Diana, where the whole fucking world.
Crazy.
The whole world.
Crazy.
Especially right now, where the whole world is divided. They came together for one reason, and that was Ozzy. And it was like, it was insane to just see it, because obviously everyone, like, in your inner circle, everyone loves him. But then when you're like, fucking hell, my dentist just posted Ozzy, you know what I mean? Like, you don't, you know what I mean? You don't know that. I think, like, when you're in, like, the rock community and we're all tattered and we're all, like, playing rock, like, obviously. But then, like, when the dentist and the butcher and the baker and the candlestick makers all going, whoa, like, the whole world kind of came together to celebrate him. And it was insane.
Yeah.
Really. We went to a boxing match together, and I got to see firsthand.
We went to the Mayweather McGregor fight.
His
with my dad.
So
whoa,
he calls me up.
That.
He calls me up. He's like, he goes, you want to go to the boxing match? I go, yeah. When do I have to be ready? About an hour, no problem. Got a bag. They got a jet. We got there. There was only one room ready. Right. It's a great story. So all of a sudden, his dad gets comfortable, totally naked, puts the bathrobe on. Right. Puts the bathrobe on. What's next? What are we up doing next? Like, the amount of energy, right? Yeah. We got to the boxing match, and I have to tell you, the amount of people, how nice he was with everybody was amazing to see, like, all different walks of life.
No,
people
100%.
that would come over to him was amazing. Even more amazing to the fact is that after Jack and I were out at the Wynn, and Conor McGregor, there was 300 people with this. You know, he has a entourage like MC Hammer.
Yeah, fully.
Right? Yeah, fully like MC
rolls
Hammer.
Deep.
He goes,
McGregor rolls deep.
He goes, Jack, my boy, come over. I go, Jack, what's going on here? How does McGregor? And because McGregor's mother loved his mother, and they're royalty.
Yeah, 100%.
So, but you can't even believe the impact, like how nice he was to people, and like we were there, like he couldn't walk a minute, and to the point, you remember, it was like this guy was like yelling in his ear, singing the songs. It was crazy.
Yeah, man.
It was great. It was great. It's great to see when you're out to see that.
It's like the first time I met your mum and dad, it was like, obviously, like, Ozzy's been my North Star for my whole life, because he was just like, when you're a kid, you don't really know music till you're like 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he was like my Batman. I just remember his silhouette and like with the glasses, and because I had ADHD and a lot of people were like, this kid's too nuts. Obviously, I was like wild in school, so I was like, my parents like, the fuck?
Where do we put him?
What are we gonna do with this kid? And
I
I remember
resource for him like me.
Yeah, I
With a low
literally.
class.
I remember just
The
seeing
short bus.
like Ozzy was like my Batman. You know what I mean? He was like my Superman or Batman or whatever. I just remember this silhouette and this mad mouth. So obviously, like when they were gonna come and do the video, you just don't know what the fuck anyone's gonna be like. And within 10 minutes, he made me a salami sandwich. It was fucking hilarious. Kerrygold butter, a baguette, salami, and ginger beer. I remember his silhouette and like with the glasses, and because I had ADHD and a lot of people were like, this kid's too nuts. Obviously, I was like wild in school, so I was like, my parents like, the fuck?
Where do we put him?
What are we gonna do with this kid? And
I remember resource for him like me.
Yeah, I
With a
literally.
low class.
I remember just
The
seeing
short bus.
like Ozzy was like my Batman. You know what I mean? He was like my Superman or Batman or whatever. I just remember this silhouette and this mad mouth. So obviously, like when they were gonna come and do the video, you just don't know what the fuck anyone's gonna be like. And within 10 minutes, he made me a salami sandwich. It was fucking hilarious. Kerrygold butter, a baguette, salami, and ginger beer.
How did the video come about? Because I just remember my mom being like, "Oh yeah, your dad's going to do a Yungblud video," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
I was like, "How?"
I asked Kelly. I was like, "Yo, I've got this idea. I want you to." I was like, "I want you to run me over in a car." And someone be like, "What was that?" And she's like, "Oh, just some fucking poser." But she was on tour with Sid, and I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Can you do it?" And she was like, "No, I'm on tour with Sid, but let me call my mum." I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, mum and dad are gonna come do it." I'm like, "You're fucking joking me." I was like, "What?" And then like they just turned up, and dad just pulls out a fucking like knife and starts cutting up a baguette. And
How was it with Kerry? But it must have been
oh,
good.
it was epic, man. Loads like proper British vibe baguette.
Yeah.
Like fucking ounces of butter on it, loads of salami, and we just fucking shared a salami sandwich. I'm like, random, and I was so into it. It was fucking great.
Speaking of that, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to ask this question. Like, of all, you've been doing this since you were 18. Have you ever had a moment where you just kind of sat back and you're like, what the fuck is my world?
I mean, yeah, that was one of them. I'm like, I'm sat with Sharon and Ozzy Osbourne having a salami sandwich in a trailer at 2 p.m. in fucking Anaheim on a video shoot. Like, the fuck just happened here? I think so. And I to be honest, I think like even the back to the beginning days, we had to headline a festival in Belgium that night.
Yeah.
So that was like, woke up, had like breakfast at the hotel with like Scott Ian from Anthrax. Went and did that show. Then I had to get on a plane to Belgium that night. Kind of came down at the hotel. And I remember I was in an hotel room with my best mate, Dallin, at the end of it. And the hotel had ran out of booze and had just stopped serving us because we kind of drunk the bar dry. And I was like, fuck, it's like 3 a.m. And I was like, we just had the craziest day ever. And Dallin goes, listen, the universe has got to take something back after today. And I was like, fair.
It's a very fair point.
You know what I mean? And we just kind of looked at each other and we were like,
let's go to bed.
Yeah, they're fair. We'll have a Diet Coke and a fucking pack of peanuts.
Yeah. What do you get when you have a bald eagle standing on top of a silverback gorilla that is riding on top of a T-Rex? Confidence. That's right, confidence. The kind of confidence that you really need in the bedroom for that next level laser wolf riding beside a velociraptor in a Lamborghini through outer space type of experience.
That's where Rugiets Go Long comes in. This isn't just another ED pill, it's a confidence game changer.
Go Long combines 2 doctor-trusted medication in dual action formula to help get you hard and go the distance.
Plus effects that last for 36 hours, which means you can feel confident all day and night, and then some of the next day too.
Getting started is simple. Connect with a board-certified doctor 100% online at rugiet.com. If prescribed, your treatment ships discreetly to your door.
Ready to level up your confidence in the bedroom? Head to rugiet.com and use my promo code TRYING for 15% off your first order.
That's Rugiet, RUGIET.com, promo code TRYING.
Make sure to use my code so they know we sent you. So our show is Trying Not to Die, and I totally relate to your life because my life used to be that way. You know, it's like when I first met my girl that I've been with for 12 and a half years, I went to a Chinese restaurant and I ate 40 dumplings.
Legend.
You know, yeah, legend. Like
40 dumplings.
40. I used to have the biggest, and then Cold Stone Creamery, and then I drink a whole bottle of Blue Label. And my girl really got me to live a better life, being partially vegan. So how's your diet now? Like, how are you different? Because I've totally, listen, by the way, I was eating probably 15,000 calories a day and drinking.
That's insane.
Like, no, drinking, like, I was a huge drinker.
We went to Nobu, Malibu one time.
Yeah, tell
and
how many pieces of sushi? It was like an aquarium in my stomach.
He goes
like an aquarium.
He ordered 50 orders of uni.
Oh, that's mental.
My stomach was like an aquarium.
Actually, not fucking mercury poisoning, man.
I did have that.
Fucking growing fins, mate.
I did. I had a carrier. I couldn't even walk on my feet.
That's
you know what I mean. I needed.
Yeah.
So tell me.
Yeah. What is your routine?
what's your hack?
Do you know what? I got myself a Victor. Right, this is Victor. He's Romanian, and the fucking one thing that's amazing about the Romanians is they can barbecue like fucking nobody else, right? And I just remember we started the album, and this motherfucker barbecues in the rain. Like he'll put a fucking burger house in an umbrella.
And he probably never gets sick either.
You know, it's like in the north of England at fucking
of course.
in
He's from
October.
Romania.
Yeah, it's
He's
like the
from
girls
Romania.
In sideways,
In shorts.
and he's just like
In shorts.
in shorts.
Yeah, he
in a
doesn't care.
fucking burger house.
It's like the girls in Liverpool in winter.
100%.
Wearing a miniskirt.
Literally, like,
Yeah,
or Newcastle or Liverpool in winter.
No
like,
flus
on
over
a night
there.
out, you're like, how the fuck are you wearing that? Do you floss with that? It's freezing.
Hey now.
And he basically just started barbecuing twice a day. So I just like steak, veg, and chicken veg on the barbecue, no oil, and boxing. And I lost like 35 kilos.
And you feel better, right?
Dude, I feel so much better.
Yeah.
I just feel like, I just think like, when I had that, I think like, when you're in a position, and you're in a rock band, and then you get a little bit of success, and you get money, and you get da-da-da, people find it hard to say no to you.
Yep.
You know, I mean, that's like, if you kind of like the boss in your own thing, it's like, I want to go out till 6 a.m,
Let's do it.
and I want to fucking KFC now, and I want to da-da-da now, and it all like adds up, and everyone's kind of just like, ooh, shit, like, you're not really doing well right now, but if we say anything, I could just be like, fuck you, get out. You know what I mean? So you have to come to the realization that I don't think I'm okay right now yourself. Like, you can't teach it. Like my grandmother died of alcohol addiction, and we tried to put her in so many. We tried to kind of do so many things, but like the one thing someone said to me is, when you have an addict or when you have you've got to help yourself.
Yeah,
you can't.
100%.
You got to change yourself.
Yeah, you've got to have a point where it's like,
yep,
fuck, I'm not good right now.
Yeah,
and I've got to figure this out. And I just remember, like, I think me and Jesse Joe, I think when you're in a really bad place like that, you kind of blame everyone around you. You're like, it's the fucking. It's like I thought.
It's Victor.
Yeah, it's Victor. It's fucking anyone. It's like, it's not
He's
you.
Like, please, no, I like my life.
It's never you, is it? Yeah. It's never you.
No.
And then kind of, I think me and Jesse Joe said we were going to take some space for a bit. And then I'm kind of like in Camden Town, just like on a mental binge, and looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, you got to sort your shit out. I would like remember that point. I was like, you know what I mean? I was like eating like fish and chips, Chinese. And fucking.
You like Chinese?
Fucking love Chinese.
Do I love Chinese?
Fucking
I
love
a dumpling.
Chinese.
Give me a Peking duck pancake,
Telling
Mr.
you,
Chow's.
duck and pancake.
Are you kidding me?
Salt and pepper chicken.
Oh my god, shrimp and lobster sauce.
Dude,
how you doing?
Chinese. Do you know what Chinese is incredible? Ireland or Scotland? Fucking
really?
They do this thing called spice bags, right?
Uh-huh.
Salt and pepper chips. It's like it's basically not fucking. It's basically not Chinese. It's like a fucking British version, Irish, Scottish version of fucking Chinese food. You know what I mean? The same way that like tikka masala ain't even Indian.
You never
you know
find it in India.
You know what I mean?
Oh, the stomach.
But it's just like when you cross the border into Scotland, first thing I do is go get a Chinese.
Scotland, I would never think so.
It's crazy. Honestly, it's fucking.
New York's got the most amazing
Yeah,
Chinese.
it's a bit more authentic in
Yes,
New York.
it is. It is.
But like self-awareness is such a, it's almost like a dying trait these days.
No, yeah.
You know, it seems like narcissism has overridden self-awareness,
100%.
and especially in entertainment. You know, people just think like, oh, because I want to do it, it's the correct thing to do.
Yeah.
And having that understanding of like, well, what I want to do versus what I should do, it's very different.
Yeah, and the reality of it, I think kind of like what's been so, what's so crazy is like when you kind of really become an open book to the imperfection in the fucking public eye, people like fuck with you more. And people kind of relate to you more on a level like, same thing. It's like, again, it's like your fucking dad, why he was so important to me, because he was just like completely himself.
Yeah.
Good, bad, wherever the fuck. Cameras on. I'm just fucking, I'm who I am. I'm having a shit day today. Yeah. And you know what I mean? It was never a front.
Yeah.
And I think when you can kind of, but that takes a level of kind of security within yourself. That kind of thing when I hit 27 and kind of made it to 28, I kind of got this like, oh, I can't really control what the world thinks about me. And I think you kind of hit that level of, and I think that kind of, again, why I've made the choice in the past year to 18 months that I have, is when you're 18 to 25, you just want everyone to love you.
Yeah.
And you want everyone to get you, and you want to please everyone. So you kind of just like, oh yeah, fuck, I'll go in with that producer, or I'll listen to this A&R guy, or what the fuck, what is that? Like, you get, the only things I've ever become insecure about is shit I've read on the internet about myself. I'm like, is that what people think about me? Fuck.
Do you avoid it now, or do you are you kind of like?
I got secure enough in myself where I just laugh at it.
Yeah.
I just think a lot of it stems. The thing about hate is you will never see someone that's bigger or more emotionally evolved than you talk shit on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't ever gonna see fucking James Hetfield slag off a young rock star.
No.
Because he's James fucking Hetfield.
Yeah.
You're not going to see your dad slag off a fucking rock star because they haven't got anything to prove. They don't need to insert themselves into a conversation.
100%.
Because they're emotionally evolved and they know what it takes to get somewhere.
Yeah. After the VMAs, you know.
Oh yeah.
There was some, you know, some rock stars were slagging you off and kind of being like, oh, he's just clout chasing. He's jumping on the bandwagon of, you know, Ozzy passing. But I kind of wanted to use this opportunity to talk about that because, you know, you've been so, and as a family, we've talked about this, you've been so graceful over the last 2 months.
Oh, bud.
Ugh. We'll cut that out now.
Yeah.
But you were so much more involved.
Yeah.
And we've respected that you've respected that. But these people didn't fucking know.
No.
They didn't know. They don't know the fucking story of it. They don't know the things we know. And I was just kind of like, fuck you, dude. Like,
yeah.
Dom meant something to my dad. My dad meant something to Dom. And it's like, the way I see it, we were all like, yeah, you go. I mean, I fucking texted you the night of the gig and I was like, fucking crush it.
Dude, I think that the strangest thing about that was, and I'm going to get emotional now, is all I was trying to do was my best for your old man. Because he gave me such a gift. And when people try and intellectualize a sense of spirit and 6 musicians on a stage going, we fucking love you, man.
Yeah.
It's just bitter and jealous, and they are doing the things that they say that we are doing. They're trying to insert themselves into a conversation to obtain some
100%.
kind of relevancy on the back of us honoring one of the greatest rock stars that ever lived. And then they talk about authenticity and stuff like that. And it's like, I just loved your dad. And I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. And I'm going to channel him. And I'm going to do his ha-ha-has. And I'm going to do his hands. And I'm going to do his eyes. And I'm going to wear his cross. And I'm going to just fucking do it because what the fuck else are we going to do? And it was what was beautiful about that night was I couldn't fucking sleep. So I text your old man. I texted him the night before and it didn't go through. And I literally like, let me get it up. I literally just was like, tomorrow, I just want to know wherever you are, I love you and I'll give you everything I got. Because I couldn't sleep. Obviously I couldn't sleep because obviously like the pressure of a situation like that.
Huge.
To in a commercial setting, in a very bubblegum show, you don't want it to come across as, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we insisted on everything be live. I mean, I think we were the only fucking people playing live, to be honest. No shade, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I heard that, yeah.
And I just think with it all, when it comes to people within rock, within the rock community, what people forget about rock, and this is why, in my opinion, the people talking about us, they ain't real rock stars because, as I said, in this life, anyone bigger than you or more emotionally evolved than you will never talk down on you.
No.
Your dad would never do that. James Hetfield would never do that. Kerry King would never do that. They don't need to. They're just like, you know what, that's sick. Because everyone that hit me up, like big rock stars were like, we're from different generations. Yes, I'm a little bit probably softer emotionally than them because that's just what the generation I came from.
Mm-hmm.
But with it all, people forget, and I think rock music has suffered for a while because people forget that rock is dictated by the people.
Mm.
The people are what makes something rock and roll.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, the people fucking loved it, and we got to put your fucking dad's face in front of another 100 million people that night.
Yeah.
And keep that legacy alive and keep that idea alive.
Definitely put it in front of Ariana Grande's face.
Dude, oh my God, she was shocked.
It was as if I was like, has she never actually seen like real fucking rock music?
No, come on.
I think everyone went a bit. Everyone was
She's
just
never
like,
seen real rock music.
It was fucking crazy. It was everyone's face was like, what the fuck? like, you know what I mean? It was fucking hilarious because obviously it's all like happy dappy, loads of colour, fucking sugar,
dances and hip hop,
and then just like, and we're just like, come on, motherfuckers! And it was just like,
you know what was great, and again, we mentioned him a couple of podcasts. I went to school in Boston, right, during the heavy metal stage, right, and I knew Nuno from Extreme, legend, right. My buddy manages him now, Robbie Hoffman, and that was my college roommate. So I know Nuno for 30 years, right? I've known Nuno 30 years, and we mentioned it, as you know, we mentioned it a couple of years ago, which I think he's one of the most prolific guitarist of all time, and
that's why we brought. That's why we brought
yes.
him on. Because I was like, it has to be.
It has to be
good. Authentic. It has to be.
People don't understand how good he is, and I've mentioned this to people. By the way, I know him because I've known him for all this. But I've mentioned people's like, oh, I've never heard him. I go, heard of him? He's one of the most prolific. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
And he's a great guy. He's a real rock star too.
Yeah. And I think with it all, with that thing, I was like, when the kind of call came through for it, my first immediate thing was like, again, like, it has to be authentic.
Yes.
It has to be completely authentic to and adherent to an ideology that your dad would represent, and he had to smile at it because, like, with it all, like, I will never be more grateful to you and your family and the gift that you guys have given me and the gift that your mum and your dad have really given me over the past couple of years. And that's why I tried to just my best to make sure that it was like completely authentic and natural, and because you know what it's like in music, it all gets it snowballs extremely quickly when it's
And it's big.
Entertainment, and it's big, and it's a big moment, and it's like, and I love you, and I love you guys, and I feel so lucky to have been in you guys' orbit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
he fucking loved you.
It was wild.
He was like, oh my God, like those last few weeks talking about, oh, I fucking love that cover. He must have said it to me a dozen times how much he just loved Changes. And
it was why I remember Kelly was like, yo, if you get a withheld number, it's my daddy's gonna text you, all capital letters. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? And it was insane. And that's again, like, after he passed, I was like, I'm gonna sing it every night forever to say thank you to the fucking king. It's like I'm just like, because he did it for so many. He did it for everyone. You know what I mean? He did it for Slayer, he did it for Manson, he did it for every Slipknot, he did it for every band.
The Ozfest, all the bands.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying.
All the bands that came.
And I think that's what's so cool, and what I learned so much of is like the way your family respected the youth and the new. And the new.
You know, it was funny. It was kind of like very much a conscious thing on both my mom and dad's part, where it was like, hey, the only way to kind of keep this going is we got to keep giving it away, and you got to have everyone jump in the train car behind you. Yeah, and we just got to keep doing it, and that was really the inspiration behind Ozfest. It was never about like my dad being like, I want to have a festival because I'm fucking Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, no.
It was, hey, we want to have a festival for everyone so we can continue.
He put his arms around everyone, and he was basically just like, what we have created here. It's so crazy when he puts his gaze. It's like Sauron, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like the eye goes on you, and then everyone's head kind of turns. Yeah.
I was having a conversation with a friend last week, and he was asking me, he's like, what was it about your dad? Like, what is it that set him aside from everyone else? And I was like, it was just authentic. It was just him,
real, like in multiple forms, in multiple facets, and whatever. And that's the biggest thing, kind of.
I immediately followed up with, don't get me wrong, he can be a dick sometimes, but that's why they call him rock stars.
Yeah, 100%, because you're just completely real, like real as fuck. Like, how you doing? Shit. Yeah. How you doing? Great. How you doing? Tired. Like, literally always would just like say it as it fucking is. You know what I mean?
What's been your biggest rock star moment where you fucking thrown the toys out of the pram?
Oh God. I remember it was pretty bad. I learned from it. I was in Romania and we were headlining a festival, and I remember we were going over, but we were headlining. We were going over by like 15 minutes. He's laughing, look. He's fucking laughing, he knows. And basically, we have this song with a 3-minute outro where I'm like fucking spinning a mic or climbing a rigging or getting the crowd going or whatever. And I'd kind of fallen on the ground because I was fucked. I'd like given it everything. And we had one song left. And my playback tech shit himself because he's got a stage manager going, they need to be off stage now in fucking Romania.
Like literally.
Literally, like they've got to be off stage now, the curfew.
Every minute over, you get fined.
Yeah, you get fined. Wow. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, fucking fine me. Like the crowd's going mental, we're having a good time. Fuck it, who cares? It's like about the music. And they started the song before I had my guitar on. And I just went fucking nuts. I fucking smashed up the stage. I ran off. I was like, smashed up the dressing room. I was like, it was bad.
Wow. Question: did you go nuts? Did you feel embarrassed? Did you
because
feel?
I was like, yeah. I'm like, there's a like I've not got my guitar on.
Yeah.
The fucking band are playing the fucking song, and I'm still halfway down the runway. How am I gonna fucking make it to the end of the fucking runway? And I kind of threw my mic pack when I got off and screamed. I was like, it's pretty like Axl Rose.
Did the guitar smash in one shot though? Did you smash it in one shot or was one or two?
No, 100%.
Okay,
through
good,
the
good.
through the crack. I was like,
good.
fuck. And then I was like, I want a fucking team
You gotta
meeting
frame
now.
that.
I want it now.
I want a team
and everyone
meeting.
was like trying to load off the stage. I'm like, get these motherfuckers in my dressing room now. And I was just like, no matter what, lock the desk. I was like, if someone's screaming in your face, lock the desk. And then my security is a guy called James. And he's like so nice because he's like Cambridge Englishman, like James Bond, proper like suit, fucking can pull anything, mate. I'm telling you, so hot. And he sits down, he goes, I understand what you did tonight. And I was like, all right, yeah. And he goes, but you didn't have to do it like that. He said, if you can contain it and then go like, that can never happen again. Quiet. He says, I promise you, people will be 5 times more scared. I was like, whoa, all right, shit.
You know what's funny? I was reading about, because I've got like 10,000 kids. I was reading something and I've tried it, and it was like, don't yell at your kids. Whisper. When you're angry, whisper, because it forces them to actually listen.
Yeah, and it's just like...
And if you get quiet and you get low down to them and you're like, yeah.
Yeah, like I remember me.
If anyone doesn't know about Jack, I've trained with him. This man's a savage.
Oh, yeah.
No, listen. Honestly, he's the nicest guy, the quietest guy. Do not tussle with this guy. No, trust me. I go with him. He's like, oh, let's take it easy today. He comes, I go, dude, what do you want, my lunch money, buddy? And he's like squeezing me. His legs, by the way, they're like sequoia trees.
Telling you, man.
I mean, his legs are so strong. He is such a savage. But what's unbelievable as a martial artist, look how nice he is. And no one knows. I mean, he's a legit purple belt that will take you down and submit you in a second.
Next time you come to LA, you should come to the gym.
I'm down. I'm gonna come to Jiu Jitsu. You'll probably like bend me up like a pretzel.
No,
we'll have
listen
the best
to me.
time. It's so much fun.
I'm into it. Come on, I'm down.
Yeah,
we'll be very, very nice. Unlike his Bruno, no, we'll be very nice to you.
Because it's so funny when you've got that like animal instinct that can switch.
We got you a gi. We got you a nice white belt, and we have the greatest coach. We have great black belts. Let me tell you, when you leave there, you're going to be sweating like a dog.
Oh, I can't wait. All right, I'm in.
Tell them how much you sweat after you leave.
Best. It's like sitting in a sauna.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Soaking
You just
wet.
dripping.
And you can be yourself, because the greatest thing is, let me tell you, crazy. Jack's been with us so many years, and everyone knows Jack and I are really close. And when his father passed away, everyone's like, Jack's father is Ozzy Osbourne? But what's great about jiu-jitsu and the place that we go, there's famous people, there's wealthy people, there's not. And the great thing is we're all the same when we're there. And Jack will tell you.
Similar to the boxing.
And that's
Same
what's
thing.
great about jiu-jitsu. And everyone's nice to each other. And everyone has similar stories. By the end, we are sweating and we're talking and sitting down. And it's the most amazing thing. And that's what I love the most about it.
Yeah, I think because it's so hard, everyone's got this like mutual respect for each other.
It's
like when
hard.
you walk in, like when I got in the boxing gym, like you've got like rock stars, film stars, pros, young kids, and everyone. The rule, you got to go dab everyone up unless they're in the ring. But you got to go at whatever they're doing. Everyone's got to. And if you're on the bag and someone comes in, you got to dab them back. Like it's like this respect thing that was so like, because obviously like when you're gonna go into a boxing gym and you're just like in a rock band, you kind of just like, oh shit, I don't know what.
They'll clean your clock.
I don't know what people are going to be like, because that's why I found the gym really hard, because it's quite performative.
Yeah.
And it's quite like, oh, what are you lifting? You know what I mean? I'm like,
Totally.
20. You know what I mean? Or whatever, like tiny. And you know what I mean? I'm like not lifting heavy. But it's like in the boxing gym, everyone's kind of like, oh, you got out of bed at fucking 7 to be here, and this is hard as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a pro, I'm a pro boxer, and this is like a weenie rock star, but he's here, and he's here with me, and we're gonna like
Exactly.
fucking kill ourselves for the next hour and a half.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not easy. So it's kind of beautiful that like how welcomed you feel in a place like that, even if you're like a beginner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like amazing.
That's the thing. It's like if there is that if you're up here, if you're same at the gym, if you're showing up and you're willing to put the work in, and you're coming in with an attitude of like, hey, I'm just here to learn.
Yeah, people love it, and it's so. I think that's what again like really saved my life with it. I was like, oh, it's so positive, it's so respectful, it's so unjudgmental. when you come out of a world that is so fucking judgmental.
Yeah.
So you kind of get to escape to this like haven, and it's like a dream, you know.
If you come into our gym, we have a guy that puts his Rolex and his Porsche keys, and he puts a filter on his belt, so maybe it's not a blue, but it's a purple. And it's so funny. That's the only place in the world that people look down. Like when I come there, like it's got to be low key.
Yeah.
And it's so funny that that's the purest form of being able to go somewhere, because that's the great thing, right? We go there and you see the guy's watches there, and me, Jack, you know, we collect what we're laughing. Like, I'm like, come on, man. Like, this is what you do. You're here for jiu-jitsu.
Not the place to flex.
Yeah, like you're not flexing
No.
at that place. You're flexing by submitting or lasting 30 minutes or so on. So that's what I love about it, because it really takes me away from, because you know how the world is. Oh, I can get in the front of that line because I'm this guy, and I can get this car because I have this, and I can fly that plane. And that's all BS. So when you peel the onion away and you're able to do this, it makes you a better person. It makes you better to have better relationships, better families.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it does.
Better partnerships.
It's wild. It kind of brings you into the center of your head.
Yes, 100%.
It's so
Perfect way to
fucking
put it.
weird because like when you're surrounded like by anxiety or so much energy and you don't have an outlet to alleviate it, you kind of spend so much time in your head, and it's not really been like I say when people are very anxious or depressed, or when people kind of just can't get out of the hole, I'm like, that's because you haven't found the outlet yet, and you kind of like spend a lot of time in your own head, so you don't check in with your mum, you don't check in with your sister, you don't check in with your, I don't know, your girlfriend or whatever. And I think like it's once you kind of alleviate that energy, you kind of clear.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I'm in a taxi. I'm in a car ride for half an hour. I'm not just gonna look out the window and feel like shit, or think about why do I feel like shit. I'm gonna give my mum a call. I'm gonna give my sister a call. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? I think you can kind of, you become
Grounded.
Grounded. Fucking grounded as fuck. It's epic.
Dom, what's next for you? What's going on?
So we got Europe tomorrow. Yeah, wild. To start the European leg, and then I'm coming back here in November for 6 weeks to start the next record.
Wow. Where are you recording at?
I think we're gonna do it between LA. I'm gonna start a little bit in London, but probably I'm gonna start here for a while. It'd be cool.
Yeah. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Oh, fucking it might come to your house.
You want to come up to Idaho? Come to the ranch?
I love that, man. I love that. Big turkey.
Little shooting.
Yeah.
I love that, man. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Grapple a little bit. Put the gi on.
We are grapple, yeah.
Grapple. What's your drink of choice?
You can break me leg.
What's your
I drink.
Make us mac.
I drink. I'm kind of weird, man. I literally like Stella. Cause I could take the boy out the north.
Me too. I like a Stella.
Stella or literally just Jack on the rocks, mate.
Oh yeah.
Jack Daniels, Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Jack and Diet.
You want to hear a funny story?
Yeah, go on.
So it was 2002, and my dad was touring Japan. He did an Asia tour, and it was when Zach was in like his naughty boy phase.
Yeah, fair.
It was dark. My dad wasn't much better, but we were in, and you know, you've toured Japan. You know, it's
it's wild. It's
wild,
like fucking different, like literally like topsy turvy.
Yeah,
like.
And Zach, no one would drink with Zach. I was like 16, and Zach would like call my room, and he'd be like,
"Yeah, what are you doing?
Meet me at the bar." And he turned me on. It was the first time I was a kid, but he turned me on to Crown and Ginger Ale.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
You must have puked through your nose.
Oh no, it's the greatest drink ever.
I know.
It's good.
Do you know the craziest drink I had in Japan this time was plum wine?
Oh,
that gets you drunk very quick.
Very
Bro,
quickly.
Dude, I was fully like
Yakuza loves the
we were in
Mm-hmm.
because we got to Japan. We were doing a 3-day tour in Japan, like suicide. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck told us to do that. We were like, right, you're in Japan for 3 days. We're playing Summer Sonic Festival. First night we landed, we were so tired, but like the jet lag rule, make it to midnight, you'll sleep till 7. Just got to make it to midnight. Made it to midnight, so tired, got in bed, bang, awake. Spent the whole night in bed.
Horrible jet lag.
Spent the whole night in bed anxious.
Horrible jet lag.
So the next night, me and the guys are like, fuck it. We got to get a bullet train to Osaka tomorrow. Let's just do a fucking all-nighter. There's no point being in bed anxious because everyone was awake all night. So we said, we're going to go to Golden Guy. And Golden Guy is this place in like Shinjuku, which is like, it's got 200 bars in like 2 streets. It's like 3 levels of bars.
Yeah.
And they're like...
This big.
Yeah, this big. They're like whole vibe. And I'd never had plum wine, right? trying plum wine. It tastes like fucking soda.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not, like plum wine, and we're like vibing out.
Oh, you were hammer timed.
We've done like 4 magnums of plum wine in this guy's. And it's like there's like 6 of us, and it gets to 4, and we got to be up for the bullet train in like 3 hours. And I was like, I feel amazing. This plum wine. I thought I'd like
Wait till they
cracked
from
it.
that.
no, dude.
You figured out like the
2 hours sleep, woke up and was like, oh my fucking God, I feel horrible.
Like 4 people beat you up.
Dude, honestly, I was like,
been
I
there.
felt like my insides had been dried out.
oh
To wear a diaper after
Honestly, I was
like a dried
and I
plum.
walked downstairs. I think we had that much fucking sugar in it.
Oh my
I
God.
walked downstairs and they gave me this thing called Pocari Sweat. You know, that's
yeah.
the best fucking drink in the world. And my tour manager was like, coffee Pocari Sweat for the bullet train. So obviously in Japan they can come through the barrier. They can literally come to the platform with you without a ticket. So like they're all following us, and we're just so fucking over. But it was fine. He was like, here's an espresso for the next 20 minutes
from a vending machine.
literally from a vending machine to get to the hotel, onto the train, and then we just fucking crashed out on the train. But plum wine, man, Japan. I was like, fucking hell, never again.
Yeah.
Well, we spoke a lot about Jack's family, and I'd like to say a couple of words, make a toast. Jack, I know that you don't drink, so we'll have to drink.
Okay.
Nitro cold
Are we
brew.
drinking nitro?
Here
Okay.
you go. You drink a nitro.
What are we?
I'll
What are we
drink more
doing?
coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean-
let me say a couple of words. Don, can you grab me? I made rotator
that's for
cuffs
you.
over there from Jiu Jitsu. I can't really grab that far.
I like
All right, what are
it.
we chasing to?
I just want Jack to know that his family has always taken such good care of me. They're so nice. I was in Hawaii with them. They rented this beautiful boat. They invited me. I didn't know them that well at the time, but they're so ingratiating as a family for being so famous, but they're so nice.
I say that to everyone.
Sharon was really nice. You know, I love Pomeranians, right? We lost one of my Pomeranians, Duke, to a coyote. But before that, you know, we saw one of the Pomeranians they had, and we're playing with it. And Sharon's like, well, I think they should have the Pomeranian because they have, you know,
They have Duke. Duke needed a buddy.
They needed a buddy. So, you know, Sharon just gave us the puppy. But I've been to Ozfest a whole bunch of times. But they're just wonderful people, and I want everyone to know, because I know we're talking a lot about their family, that they are one of the most wonderful and giving people.
No, they are.
And cheers.
I have
Cheers
thought
to your
of that.
father.
Cheers.
Love you, Jack, very
Cheers
much.
to us.
Thank
Love
you.
you guys.
Love the both of
okay?
you.
Love you, man.
Yeah, love you.
Crack the fucking cold brews.
You know what? More
go.
caffeine.
It's gonna go
I'm going to drive
mental.
home like Fred Flintstone.
Oh, it's gonna be
We're
crazy.
going to wrestle. We're going to break this whole place up.
I'm telling you, you're gonna snap me leg off. I like it.
Well, we won't. You got a tour to go to. We're not
I
gonna.
know. I've got to go to fucking Europe now. I'm excited. They're nuts.
Yeah.
The Europeans.
You're
are
fun. It'd be
crazy.
great. Good time of year.
It's gonna be unbelievable. Like, we're coming to winter, like in Germany and shit. It's gonna be amazing.
Better bring a fur coat over.
Got me fur. Got
I
me
knew you
leather and me
did.
fur.
That's
Definitely
great.
got
I
me
knew
fur.
you did. I knew you did. Great
This ain't
cook
my
for you.
first rodeo.
That's why I said it. And you need a pair of Lucchese boots.
Oh no!
I have a pair.
Honestly,
I have ostrich.
dude, I literally bought
Cherry
some
red.
in Dallas, and they're fucking slippy though. They're like
You know
fucking
why?
ice skates.
You know why? You got to put a rubber. You got to go to a shoe cobbler.
Do you know what someone did? Someone I was like, they're slipping, and the guy just goes, "Give me a
You'll break it
second."
back.
No, gets a switchblade out of his pocket and then
And-
just cuts crosses in him.
Yeah.
And now I can walk in
Well,
them.
there you go.
I love a pair of boots. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Dom.
Thank you
Thanks,
for having
Tom.
me. I
So
love
appreciate you
man.
doing
Honestly,
this.
like
Yeah.
I love it. Look at my
There
mug
we
as
go.
well. Look.
Yeah.
Try not to die podcast.
Well, hey.
Let's fucking
Look,
ride.
next time you and I have to have a couple of drinks.
Telling you, I'd love that.
How about a cigar?
Yeah, I fucking love a stogie.
Right up my alley. Thanks a lot.
Dude.